everybody, welcome to Chatbox Reviews, and today Tania's going to show us how to make pizza dough.
New York style pizza dough.
With a little bit of a, you've had a few different styles that you've kind of adopted your own. You've taken a little bit of this and that, but yeah, let us know what we're in for.
Well, we've had this pizza dough pretty much every week, and we love it. So we thought we'll show everyone what we do because it's really easy, really basic. So if you're at home and you feel like making pizza one night, you could do this or not. It's up to you, whatever. So I normally begin with filling up my water bowl first. So it's normally like 1 cup of water. I'll leave all the ingredients down below as well. Just 1 cup of water. Then I normally put in some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon of that. And then some yeast.
Some what?
Yeast. 3/4 spoons of yeast.
And always be sure to wear an apron because for some reason a little bit of an explosive flour bomb that goes off, so you know.
Get a whisk.
Yes, this is our kitchen.
Whisk. I just normally whisk it all together, just so it mixes while I make the dough. So with the dough, it's just 00 flour. I put everything in little baggies so I can wash them out and reuse them. So 1 cup and 1 tablespoon of 00 flour, which you can pick up from Coles if you're from Australia or somewhere that has Coles. If not, I have no idea where you get 00 flour from. Then you just need all-purpose flour or self-raising flour. I use self-raising. Same really. All-purpose.
And this is 2 days in advance preparation.
Yeah. So we'll make this, today's Thursday, so we'll eat this on Saturday.
So it's a
1 cup of self-raising flour plus 1 tablespoon and 2 teaspoons. But we're going to use more when we're rolling it out anyway. So that's that. Pretty easy so far. 1 teaspoon of salt. So we use Himalayan pink salt, just because we like that one. Straight in there. I always give it a bit of a little turn.
This is Tania's cake bowl.
Yeah. I kind of make a bit of a well in the middle, just so when I mix it up, I kind of make it like the machine that you can actually buy that stirs it all, but we don't have that, so I just use my hand. But if you have one, let's just use it on a low setting. So you just stir it in like this until it becomes dough. And then what I do is once it's all kind of combined, I leave it for about 15 minutes. Let it sit in the bowl. At the moment it's kind of a warm night, so which is great, so that will help it rise. Sometimes you need a little bit extra self-raising flour just to get rid of some of the stickiness.
So what's the texture you're looking for?
So something that's not so sticky so it doesn't stick on your hands. Once you get that, then you let it sit for 15 minutes. So what I do is I normally kind of smoosh it a bit for about 3 minutes and then let it sit.
It's just a basic movement, just circular around it, smush
I'm just
it.
trying to collect all the dough from the sides. Try to get it off my hands while I'm going. Because I'm messy. Messy dough. But once you kind of have like nice soft kind of dough texture where it's not sticking to you, you can just leave it in there for about 15 minutes and come back to it and roll it again for another 15 and then pop it in the fridge for 48 hours and ready to eat. But we'll show you the progress as we go along as well. That's me done.
So this is 9 o'clock on Thursday.
Yeah.
So that's the basic,
Yeah.
what you've just done.
Yeah.
It's like it says a damp napkin, but it's not really damp. But
it doesn't really matter. I just kind of cover it just so no bugs get into it and just keeps it nice and warm for 15 minutes. And then once it's done, I'll spread some flour onto the bench, roll it out some more. And then once I roll it out, I split it into two, one for me and one for Stan, and then we pop it in the fridge. And now we're back. I left it for 20 minutes this time, just because I was making some lunches for tomorrow. So it's kind of risen quite a bit, but you don't need it too big. So what I do first is put some flour down. This is my messy part. Grab the dough so it's not so sticky crazy anymore. And then I just kind of knead it.
you need it.
Knead it.
I like knead the dough.
So I do this for a couple of minutes, just until you get some of the sticky stuff out. So there's still going to be a little bit sticky left. So once that's all out, you can split it into two and then put together the tray for me. So once you've kneaded it, yeah, you just split it into however many pizzas you want. We kind of like ours quite big, so probably what, 12 inches? 12 inches
It's the standard pizza
12, yeah.
tray.
Yeah, mine's a little bit smaller, but it puffs up quite a lot in the oven, which is nice. Especially if you want nice thick dough, just leave space around the edge for the dough. Okay, that feels pretty good.
How long do you normally do this kneading for?
2 to 3 minutes, not long. Just to get all the sticky out. Make sure all the gluten is getting all in there. This is where you create all your gluten. Kneading it. Sometimes I get a little bit extra flour just to help so it doesn't stick to the bench.
I think we need to invest in a massive chopping board.
Stan hates mess.
Well, it's just really, you know, I vacuumed before, but I know that there's just going to be flour all where your feet are, all over the kitchen floor.
Yeah, I'm a messy cook.
But I mean, that's how every kitchen is, really.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Don't want to be like some celebrities where they don't like any kind of mess.
Yeah.
Alright, so I kind of make it into a bit of a log. I just kind of mark out where I want to split it. I normally give Stan a little bit extra.
So the one on your right hand is mine, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'll just roll it again. Make sure there's no sticky left.
And the reason why there's a little bit extra for me is because if we did half and half, 50-50, Tania's always got 1 or 2 slices left over that she's like, I can't finish it.
Yeah.
I'm like, have it the next day, and she's like, I can't, I'm too full.
Sometimes I just forget to eat it the next day. But these will rise quite a lot. You know, you don't have to make it pretty. It's all going in the same way and coming out the same way, so it doesn't have to look pretty. And when you get it, you're going to roll it out anyway. So I just kind of make sure it's not sticky anymore. Pop it in the tray. Like you'll notice when you roll it, like there's a little bit of sticky here and there, so you just grab a little flour and roll it in there. Well, that's what I do anyway. You don't have to. Do what you want. I just find that it helps when you roll it out for the pizza. You know?
Maybe. I mean, this is all not new to me, but it's definitely still a little bit of a mix-up.
Make it nice, round shape, so it fits into the bowl. And that's it. Cover it with some Glad wrap and pop it in the fridge for 48 hours and have some pizza.
And you can still do it for 24 hours, but it's recommended that you leave it for at least 24.
Yeah. So I leave it for 48 hours just so we can have pizza over the weekend, because that's kind of our cheat days from us eating all healthy food during the week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And we're back. So 48 hours. You can see how much they've risen in the fridge. Like I said, you can leave them for 24 hours, but I leave them for 48. Just because we eat it over the weekend and I make it a couple nights before. So all I do from here is just sprinkle a little bit more flour. So you can tell, like, I made stands a little bit bigger. This is normally the biggest. So all you do from here, just kind of get some flour over it. And then you got to line out your dough. So I just normally go around the edges. Make a bit of a dough. Pat it out. Depending on what size crust you want, because it will puff up in the oven. So we're kind of like a medium base, do you reckon, the crust?
Yeah, depends how stiff you want it. Like, it's kind of, the crust is always the crunchy part. So it's really, the bigger the crust, the softer it is, the smaller, I think, I've noticed. It's a little bit crispy.
Crunchier?
But that's also too how long you leave it in for. I like mine like super crispy.
Yeah, with these you only need to really leave it in the oven for about 15 minutes.
I do about 20 to 25.
Yeah, just depending on what you have on it, I guess, and how crispy you want it.
Yeah, because I like mine a little bit burnt-ish. Tania.
I like it just crispy.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering, yes, I have got makeup on because I'll be streaming later. If you want to catch me on Twitch, you can. I'll leave the link below. It's just over a kitty cat on Twitch. So a lot of people use different methods to try and stretch the dough out. So you can pat it out, you can use your knuckles to try and get the size that you want. Now you don't want to cut it too thin. You just don't want it to break, really. Stan likes his base quite large. So I normally try fit it onto the pan. Mine, I'm not too fussy. I just kind of make it a bit smaller, a little easier. I've got flour everywhere. So what I do from here, transport it to the base that you want, and then just kind of stretch it out on the base just by patting it down, because it will condense as well in the oven. Not by much, just by a little bit. Like we'll put a picture up on Instagram for it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, I hope you join us on Twitch later.
Cool.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.